Welcome back to the latest edition of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Elyachar, the chief content producer and writer of jakestake.com, a pop culture entertainment news website. Before we get started in our conversation, if you're watching this, please subscribe and like this conversation. If you're listening to us on our audio podcast, please give us a 5-star rating and a thumbs up. Alrighty, guys, I am very thrilled to welcome this trio to Jake's Take to the podcast. They have over 4.8 thousand Instagram followers. But however, as of this recording, they have 95,300 TikTok followers, and their videos have been liked over 659,000 times on the platform. So please help me welcome Izzy K, Tavon Ward, and Judge Vincent, aka Sheer Element.
Hey, how's it going?
Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your schedule to talk with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Alrighty, guys. I would love to learn. Can you please share the Sheer Element origin story with my audience?
Who wants to speak about that?
Yeah, I can speak on that. We started kind of on accident, so it was like right at the beginning of the pandemic, right?
Yep.
We've been best friends for years, so we were just hanging out, drinking a little wine, and we were like, oh, let's make a singing video, because we would just sing together for fun. So we made a little 10-second clip of us singing Only One by Ariana Grande, and it just went viral, and people were like, oh my gosh, you guys should post more videos together. So then we started meeting and posting more videos together, and then it started to get more serious, so now we're Sheer Element.
Awesome. So guys, who are your biggest influences and how did they shape your sound?
Should we start individually? Maybe?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start. I mean, for me, I grew up listening to a lot of Brian McKnight, and more modern artists I really look up to would be like Bruno Mars, Tori Kelly, Beyonce.
I would say my modern influences, Ariana Grande, and I was obsessed with Ariana Grande in high school, and I think she really shaped how I use my voice. So a lot of people will say oh, I can hear a little bit of her tone in there, but yeah, it's because I was obsessed with her.
In mine, I would say Mariah Carey, 100%. She's my favorite artist.
He's her number one fan.
Biggest fan.
Number one fan.
I don't think I've ever met anybody as big of a fan. Yeah.
Someone has tried, but
I think
he outdid them. Yeah.
Awesome. I think you might have the biggest lamb title will go to you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would appreciate it.
All right, before we move forward, Judge, most of my audience, I cover a lot of reality TV shows, and most of my audience might recognize you from your time on The Voice. So what were some of the lessons that you learned on the show to help you prepare to get into the music industry?
Oh my gosh, there's so many, but I think the biggest one that I've gotten from that show was just to prepare and just have enough time to prepare and practice, because when you get on stage and sing live, you're always going to be nervous. The nerves will never really go away, but when you're as prepared as you can be, it really makes a difference in the performance. So that's the number one thing that I took out from the show, and probably the most valuable thing that I learned. So.
Awesome. So guys, Sheer Element found its roots on TikTok. So why did you decide that TikTok would be the best place to launch it over other social media platforms?
That's where we were going viral.
So I think TikTok is just the number one social media platform right now. Everyone is just on TikTok, and I'm on TikTok all the time. I literally spend 3 hours scrolling. I'm not ashamed of it. Also, when we recorded Only One, that was the very first Sheer Element video that we posted on TikTok, and it literally went viral immediately. So I just think it's a great platform to just put yourself out there, your most genuine self, and if people like it, it's just gonna go viral. So we really like that about TikTok.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love your harmonies. Your harmonies are out of this world. They are absolutely amazing. And I would love to talk to you about some of my favorite TikTok videos of yours.
Okay, cool.
All right. So guys, I'm using the numbers as of this recording. So Let's start with Alicia Keys, If I Ain't Got You. Right now, as of this recording, has over 50,600 plays.
Wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't know
That's cool.
So what drew you to that song?
Well, when I was at USC, I was in the pop music program. So that was one of the songs that I sang for class. So
I didn't know that.
So I don't know. When we're thinking about what songs to do, a lot of times we do requested songs that, like, on Instagram we get requests, and on TikTok, like when people comment like, "Can you do this song?" We'll be like, "Okay, we'll put it on our list." But for that one, I was like, "Wow, this song, like something about it, like the feelings, the emotion." Like, and I know that we do like a lot of harmonies and things. So I was like, I know that we can probably really, arrange it and bring this song to like a good point, a good place.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's popular, and people like. I think a lot of our fans like when I wouldn't say that's an old song, but it's like kind of a classic. Like they like when we do the classics like that.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of classics, you guys covered the Queen of Souls, one of her greatest repertoire songs. It's I Say a Little Prayer, and as of this recording, it has earned over 121,600 plays.
Ooh. That's awesome.
So why did you pick that song to honor the Queen? Because the Queen of Soul has so many great songs.
Oh my
So
gosh.
what drew you to that?
I think I've always wanted us to cover the song, and I've just been waiting for like the right time to do it. But like, it's just such a beautiful song, and I just hear so many like cool opportunities for harmonic changes, and yeah, I just think it's a really dope song, and we love Aretha. Like, we're such big fans of Aretha, so I think that like that's like the perfect song for us as well. Like, I think it matches with our stylish sheer element. Like, we're very like smooth R&B vocals, so we wanted to play along with that and kind of fuse those two styles together.
Yeah, and the movie like had just came out. I had just watched Respect. Me and Jay, we watched it, so I was like, we have to do an Aretha song. We have to.
Yeah.
I totally agree. She will always be one of the greats. And I did have an opportunity to interview one of her favorite opera singers, which is Audrey Du Bois Harris, and who worked with Aretha, and she had a lot of great things to say about her.
Wow, that's incredible.
I totally agree. Speaking of incredible, Diamonds is one of my all-time favorite songs, and I love the way you did that song justice. As this recording has over 126,900 plays.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love Diamonds. I feel like that's one of my favorite arrangements that we've done so far. I just think it's a really cool song. I think the very first time I've heard the song was like really blown away was a performance on American Idol a long time ago, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like that was like the moment where I fell in love with the song. So yeah. Also, it's one of our most requested songs, I think.
Yeah,
like, people were requesting it, so they're like, let's do it.
And not to mention, I did see Rihanna sing the song live at the American Music Awards with a full orchestra.
Oh, that must.
Yeah, she's. Oh my gosh, she's just incredible.
You should watch
Yeah, I want to see her live.
She is fabulous. I kind of wish that I know she's fashion's her thing, but come on, give us a good song.
I know. We've all been waiting. We're all hungry for it.
And if Adele is releasing new music, then how come Rihanna can't?
Oh my gosh, we're obsessed.
I know.
All right.
Really good.
Yeah.
All righty. So one of my favorite songs that I haven't heard of yet from you guys is Pick Up Your Feelings from Jasmine Sullivan. 290,000 plays on TikTok can't be wrong.
So with this song, we auditioned for America's Got Talent this past season.
Wow.
19. And so that was like, our audition didn't air, but that was the song that we sang. So we were like, well, let's just re-record it and post it so that people can hear it. And that's what happened.
Oh, I gotta say, because I've covered AGT for years. AGT, and I love the AGT. I love the show and everything, but they missed out on a huge opportunity this year.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. It was a really fun experience.
Yeah, no matter what, it was like a wild
we learned a lot. Yeah. And just like because I think we arranged some of it on the spot, like right before, like the same day of the audition, and like right before we went on stage, because they were making some changes here and there. So it was just like a really cool, challenging thing to do, because we've never done that before, to like work under pressure.
Yeah.
And like we're really proud of our work with Pick Up Your Feelings.
Yeah.
It ended up sounding really good.
And Simon Cowell, and performing in front of Simon Cowell, Heidi Klum, Sofia Vergara, and Howie Mandel is no easy task.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
I think she said it. Like we literally went off stage and she was like, they all look like like the wax museum. Like they just look so unreal.
Like, are they real?
Like I thought they were like
Yeah.
CGI, but I guess they just look that good.
All right, I gotta talk to you guys about the song that really that I was really impressed with, and it's "How Deep Is Your Love." It's the Bee Gees, and as of this recording, it hit 1 million plays.
Yeah.
I know,
It's
we're so
cool.
excited about that.
We're
When it hit 1 million, you were like, "Oh my god!" We were all together when it happened, or like when we saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great song. I gotta say, I think you made the. I just hope that Barry listens to it and finds it, because I think you made him, Maurice, and Robin very proud.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Wow.
Thank you so much. It's literally one of my favorite. Like I listen to it religiously just because it's such a feel good
It's a classic.
Such a
song.
good
Yeah.
song.
It's just
And there's so many good covers of it.
Yeah,
too.
there
Like, there's
are.
so many good versions of it. It's
Mhm.
just it's just really, really feel good song.
yeah.
I gotta say, the Gibbs were the very first trio to do harmonies very well.
Oh, thank you.
Alrighty, so what have been some of the challenges that you faced breaking into the industry? Because I know all three of you have had different challenges breaking into as single artists, but like as a trio, what are some of the similarities and are there any similarity challenges or different challenges that you guys face?
We definitely have different music tastes, a lot of us.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Also,
but I feel like I don't know, I feel like we blend our tastes together with like our different, like we sing kind of different styles. I mean, it's all like kind of R&B, soul, a lot of it, but then we add like pop in there and hip hop and like,
yeah. I feel like another challenge for me would be like just finding time, because I feel like apart from doing sheer element stuff, we all have like a lot of stuff going on outside. Like we have jobs and all of that. So I think just like balancing our time and really making sure that our schedules are lined up together to make sure we produce songs consistently on social media.
that's
Like
true.
that is like kind of one of the most challenging things that we had to like face like as a group.
Yeah, like we fully have like a calendar now of like a month in advance of just like every day that we're gonna meet up and like every day that we have things to do, because that's how we have to do it now.
It's amazing that, like, believe me, I always have, like, I have different stuff with the podcast, full-time work and everything. So it's definitely, there's a lot of stuff to do to balance it out. So I totally understand.
Yeah.
But it's a fun challenge.
It is.
So while we were off camera, we did discuss that you guys had your first gig. Can you describe that to my audience?
Yes. So it was our first gig with the wedding band or this corporate band that we're in. And it was like we didn't think our first one was going to be until next year, so we like had about like 2 weeks to prepare for it. But it was just a fun experience.
So
that's
fun.
gonna work.
It was like it was a gala at the Newport Beach Country Club, which was just like so much fun. And I said before, everyone was like a little tipsy, and so they were all like dancing around, and like we went to the crowd and like danced with them, and it was just a really fun time. This one girl gave me a little boa, so I left like with a purple boa, and I was like,
That's a great party present, a good party favor.
I know. I was like, this is a good souvenir for my first gig with Cheryl.
You tried to give it back to her, and she was like, "No, it's yours."
I tried to give it back to her, and she was like, "No, it's yours." And I was like, "Okay."
That's a great souvenir, Dak. You know, you can always tell that story of the group's behind the first gig.
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I will definitely be keeping that.
Alrighty, so speaking of gigs and also other artists that you mentioned, I would love to learn about your dream collaborators, like your singers, songwriters, and producers, and how would they evolve sheer element sound?
So someone that I really would love to work with is Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I'm really like I'm an old soul Mariah Carey, if I say it. But I think, like their songwriting skills, I think really can elevate us. And like their music is just so good over like, the span of their career. So that's like for me, someone that I would really love to work with.
I feel like if I'm thinking of an artist, I would really love to collab with her. That would be cool. And Tori Kelly.
Oh, yeah. That'd be so good.
Yeah, I just love both of their styles. And I feel like they're kind of in our lane when it comes to like the style that we're trying to go for.
Totally.
And yeah.
I don't know. I just thought of Chloe from Chloe and Halle.
Oh yeah,
because we love their music. Like their music is so good. But yeah, I mean even both of them. But I know that they're kind of doing their own thing right now. But yeah, I think their songwriting is so good, and they're both so talented. So.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Tavon, you brought up Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. Did you love they actually released their new album?
Yes, I love it. Literally, I've been on repeat for the past like 2 months.
I gotta say that Mariah's song is one of my best favorite songs of the year.
Yes, me too. Me too. Okay.
Yeah, because that's the song that I love, that I can't get out of my head, and I'm so glad and what took them so long is all.
I know, but I'm glad they finally did something. It's great.
Alrighty, so besides TikTok, what other places on social media do you guys like?
Instagram is my favorite. I still haven't really gotten into TikTok that much personally, but for sheer element stuff, I really love looking at the Instagram because I just like I don't know. It's just, for me, it's a lot more interactive with.
It feels more intimate because you're following. I mean, we have less followers there, but it's like I feel like they're like our diehard followers. But on TikTok, it's like I think it's easier for people to get a lot of followers on TikTok because it's just like an easy click, and then you're on your For You page the whole time. But on Instagram, it feels a little more intimate.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I have to agree. I really enjoy it in Instagram. I definitely feel the intimacy, and you can build relationships. I build a lot of relationships through Instagram.
For sure.
Yeah, like I say that Instagram's like the LinkedIn for artists.
It really is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And you hit the nail on the head. So we got to start winding down our conversation. So if you had a chance to meet with artists or other acts that want to use TikTok to build their music career, what advice would you have?
Ooh, what advice would I have?
Like consistency, like continuing to post, which when we first started the group, we were kind of posting like not that often, and then makes sense, but we realized when we were posting more, we were like getting more followers and more traction more often. So we definitely try to be really consistent now with like our videos and like not really having like a long break before we're like posting them.
Yeah. Also, I feel like engaging with fans is like a really big thing because like I feel like a lot of fans would really love if like the artist like heard them or if the artist tried to engage with them. So like we try our best to like do any song requests that they like or respond to any comments or messages. So that would be like, I feel like that's like the core of like a career of an artist is like their fans.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome, guys. So where can my audience find you on social and more importantly, find your music?
You can find us on TikTok and Instagram. Sheer Element. On Twitter, we don't really use it that much, but if you want to follow us there, it's Sheer Element.
We're also on Spotify and on YouTube.
And Apple Music.
Apple Music.
Sheer Element. I don't think we have a Facebook.
No, we don't have Facebook.
We will soon.
But yeah, and our website is sheerelementmusic.com. So.
Awesome, guys. Now, guys, if you missed an episode of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar podcast, visit our Apple Podcast, Deezer, Google Podcasts, Podcast Addict, Spotify, and Spreaker pages. Just type in Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. Once again, Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. Now, if you are on social media, because I'm on social media too. Subscribe to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube channels. Just Jacob Elyachar, JACOB ELYACHAR. So jakestake.com, guys, is celebrating its 10th anniversary this year.
Yay!
Ooh,
Awesome.
That's amazing.
Thank you so much. And if you want to see my review and my take on Sheer Elements, How Deep Is Your Love, head over to jakes-take.com to find more, and more interviews are there. So also, guys, if you're financially able to, please consider heading to PayPal to help keep jakestake.com and my platform up and running. I'm the only one that's there. And if you're able to, fantastic. But however, if you are unable to, please subscribe, and also please follow me on social media because that's a great alternative. Guys, I want to say congratulations so far for all of your success. I believe you got Izzy, Tabon, Judge. I totally believe in you guys. You guys are going to rock. I hope that this is not our last conversation because you guys are going to make a huge difference with social media and with music. So
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
Thank you,
thank
Jake.
you.
I
That's so
appreciate
sweet.
it.
Yeah, thank you for having us. I really had fun.
you are so welcome, guys. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for listening. Until next time, have a great one, everybody.
All right, you too. Thank you.